Right up there is the first overlook when you drive the upper loop of the Roaring Fork Road going up toward Grotto Falls. And usually when you're hiking the Baskins Creek Trail, you can see people up there that usually can't see you. Now they'll be able to see you because Roaring Fork is a very bad burnt area. And gotta give credit to our park folks and firefighters who obviously were in here in intense smoke and heat and saved the old cabin and the barn and other structures on Roaring Fork, because based on what I've seen today, those places would have burned down too unless somebody had been there pouring, big water trucks pouring water on top of them. It's the only thing that saved those places too. And I've been in Sugar Land State too, but Sugar Land's not as bad as this. This is what used to be known as Connor Ridge. It's burnt very badly, but it will recover. Unfortunately, it'll probably have more briar in it now instead of just ugly rhodo, but give it time and it will recover. But going down the Sugar Land Trail now, you can see the Twin Chimneys from half a mile away. Other sections are okay. Just a little domino effect where it fell and burnt, and these are a lot of dead pines up here. Sugar Land Cemetery is okay, except for the boxwoods are all burned up, but the cemetery in itself is fine. And I'm now walking to Baskins Creek Falls to see how it is. Foot up the trail, bad as the fire is. Of course, in the old days, the Indians used to burn down the woods in the Smoky Mountains all the time so they could chase deer through the underbrush. But now you're going, in certain places, you're going to have views you didn't have before. Like before, you couldn't see Ski Mountain from here. And most of the high tops up here are actually in pretty good shape. A few years ago, back down here, me and Mike Gorley and Mike Papa and maybe somebody else, I can't remember, but I took the old road down to there and actually found an old home place where the log cabin was still standing maybe 20 years ago, but when we found it, they were all fallen down, but they were still pretty much all laying there. And I'll wait till snow or something to go back in there and make sure it's safe, but I got a feeling that those timbers are no longer there. I'm glad I found them when I did and took a picture of them when I did. And that's one of the reasons you hike off trail. Find something that after the fire like this, it's no longer there, and the picture's all you have left. And amazingly, as I get down in the little hollow where they got the side trail that goes up to the cemetery, Joe Bogle Cemetery, the Baskins Creek Cemetery, this is actually not burnt. And so it actually cut a path across the ridge from the trail there and down here going toward the waterfall. Seems okay, even though I know that ridge out there is burnt. So pretty amazing with all these dry leaves right here. It's down in the holler, so obviously the wind just blew it straight across, and it missed this little valley right here, right above the waterfalls. I've come down past Joe Bogle's old place and where the side trail comes down to the Baskins Creek Falls, and most of it's just like this. It's been saved, but I'm now down here and I can see where it's burnt, and we're about 100 yards from where you walk down to the falls, but everything across the creek looks like it's still green, and just coming over from the Bell's side of the ridge. And we'll go on down the falls and see what it looks like. Maybe the old log ain't there no more. We're at Baskins Creek Falls, and everything seems to be just fine. Connor Ridge over here is not burnt. It's actually in good shape. So We have a big tree fall down up there. The park's already cut it out of the way. So some of the rocks is exposed. I'll come up the manway in a few weeks. Maybe a little snow on the ground. We'll see how that looks. Kind of hoping that log would have been gone, but I knew it's pretty safe down here next to the water, next to these rock cliffs.